But for right now, we are in the middle of combat. We just had Echo try very, very hard to punch a very, very solid Goliath. And so far, all of those efforts have come to naught.
I do want to, if I can add, after I have done the bonus action, raise Stinky up, if Echo can try to give him the first command that he keeps forgetting to give to his mighty steed.
Yes.
He's going to tell Stinky, back up for now. I got this.
And you say that, now remember, we are currently sitting kind of in a cloud of dust that Thorn kicked up at the end of last round. So we are going to move on. It is now Thorn's turn.
Right.
Em, do you wanna run this?
Yeah, I'll continue with that. I will pop my face back in and everything. Hey.
Hello. Yeah, hey, there you are.
Can you give me Thorn Chi again?
Yes, no problem. I'm putting it in the chat.
Oh, it's so nice. Thank you.
And yes, we are giving him the thing that we talked about before. If it comes up, it comes up.
I don't remember.
That's fair.
I don't remember real quick. Thorn's pronouns?
Is it he, him?
Yes.
Okay.
Thorn is a halfling and is about to do some stuff. What do you got, Em?
About to do some stuff. So when last we saw them, they pushed one of Echo's hands away. And I'm feeling like a really good just like knife into the rib cage. It's like it seems like the correct move. I guess it's technically a short sword on this sling. Do you want me to switch it to a dagger or do you want me to go short sword?
No, short sword's good.
Okay, that's fun. How do I
do a stab?
I do a stab.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Absolutely. Roll that beautiful damage footage with sneak attack.
Yep.
Oh,
for 15 points of damage. Not bad. So as Echo, as you are kind of really focused on this very large creature in front of you, out of nowhere, out of the dust, a flash of steel, and suddenly there's blood running down your side.
Grits his teeth against it.
Thorn is going to take another swing and then is going to backflip back into like the dust mist to try to get behind Garrick for a hide. Is the goal here?
Okay, go
like
ahead and
moving a square back and provoking an A up from Echo.
With an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics checks don't quite work that way usually, but since this is a theatrical NPC, I'm going to go with it. Yes, go ahead and make.
I might be mixing.
However, I am going to say no to the second attack. Go ahead and make the acrobatics check.
Okay.
See if it functions as a disengage.
Basically, absolutely.
Yeah.
So like it's very clear what these two, what their shtick is now, right? You've got the very large and very immediately intimidating Goliath, and you've got this halfling that is able to more or less freely move around him and just attack and defend where least expected. So go ahead and move. In fact, let me go ahead and can you move, Thorn, Em?
I can move. No, I cannot move. Thorn.
Okay.
Just just the one square back.
He'll be back there. All good. Is that it for Thorn?
That is it for Thorn because I think I can't hide because I did basically disengage.
Stinky, you said, or you told Stinky to back off. So Stinky is going to take the disengage action.
Doesn't need to take the disengage action because Galik should still be under the effects of the Mind Lash, so he has no reaction.
Got it. So yeah, Stinky will jump back and will sort of hop toward the crowd. And one of the patrons has some sort of like sausage on a stick and is eating it and cheering you on. And then suddenly it's not in his hand anymore. And yeah, Stinky manages to down the whole thing, stick and all.
Love that.
Is probably not the dude he stole it from, but is everybody else in the crowd amused by it?
Absolutely, yes. There's a big laugh. And in fact, I'm gonna do a charisma check from Stinky. Yes, that's right. The frog is gonna do a charisma check.
Okay, make Jen do the charisma check.
Jen, just roll a straight D20 because it's a +0. So just pick up a D20 and roll it. Let's see what happens.
I mean, okay.
I'm very, very curious.
Stinky does a charisma check. I love that.
So yeah, the guy who he took it from is not amused, but the people around him are definitely laughing at him. And this is treated as a wonderful part of the show.
Love it.
It is Galik's turn, and he only gets one action, right?
He may choose move, action, or bonus action. He does not get, and he can only get one of them.
Excellent. So he's going to go ahead and just get his action, and he will multi-attack. And he just got hit 4 times by Echo to no effect. So he looks down and he kind of smiles, and he's going to reach forward, and we're going to make a contested athletics check.
Is this a grapple?
This is a grapple.
Then as the defender, I get to use acrobatics if I want.
Then you can use acrobatics instead, yes. I need to pull his sheet.
Nice.
Damn, he got a 23 to your 26. So he tries to reach down and grab you, and you hold his arm, and there's that sort of moment, right? In professional wrestling, it happens all the time, where you both are sort of grabbing each other's hands, and you're kind of each trying to go for advantage, and he pushes away, and he steps back, and he nods at you a little bit, and he shrugs, and he pulls his, what did I say he was carrying last time? He was a spear. He pulls his spear, and he will go ahead and make an attack with that.
I do want to say, when he was holding, and then when they were doing the look at each other, Echo blew a little kiss and then disengaged.
I like that. That's excellent.
He misses.
Yeah.
Nice.
And he will go ahead and spin around and take an attack at the Hound, since attacking Echo does not seem to be a thing at the moment. So with his third attack, see, an 8 is sufficient to hit a direwolf. So he will go ahead.
When you have a +7, yeah.
I mean, I've got a +7.
Yeah. deals a relatively significant amount of damage, but again, it's clear that his mind is clouded. He tries to do more, but it looks like he is kind of shaking off, almost being hungover or something, while he's taking his swings. Mm-hmm. And up next, it is Calder's turn.
Cool. Bonus action. I am converting some spell points into spell slots.
Okay.
My normal action is I'm going to twin a mind whip again.
Sounds good. Go ahead and force those saves on each of them.
Mm-hmm. And the save for Galik should be at disadvantage.
Absolute failure on that one. And absolute failure on that one.
Does not matter. Does not need the disadvantage.
Doesn't need it. No.
So the.
So tell me a little bit about what this looks like.
Calder will raises his blade high to the sky and will start swirling it as a very unsettling tendril of darkness emits from the tip of his sword, and then he sort of just flicks it at them, and it, just before it would gets to the midway point, it just splinters into 2 beams and hits both of them in the face.
That's
nice.
Fine.
So damage.
That's fine.
Yep. Do some damage.
Not a lot to Galik, but
some
amount to Thorn, and both of them are under the effect. They have no reactions, and they on their turns on their next turn they only get to choose move, action, or bonus action. That's all they get.
And your Hound. Remind me what the Hound actually does. It attacks, right?
It attacks. It has the stats of a dire hound, except that it's a medium size and it gets some bonus hit points.
Awesome.
And it also can it could also do things like pass through solid objects and detect unerringly, but that's not terribly relevant here.
Remember,
it will.
You also have a hasted action.
Yep. Oh yeah.
I do have a I do have a hasted action. I keep forgetting about that one.
Go ahead and take that before your wolf.
I can use object, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to reach into the bag of tricks.
Yeah.
Yet another.
So I need to roll a d8 to summon an angry badger last time, and I believe this one's a panther.
A 5 is indeed a panther.
Nice.
Nice. I'm going to fling it in that square just up and east from the direwolf to kind of to put it between me and Thorn more than anyone.
Okay, there it is, and let's make it friendly.
Hey.
Awesome.
Friendly.
P for panther. Yeah, that's totally fine. All you're doing is grabbing an object and throwing it. That's totally doable.
Cool. And yeah, that would be my turn. And now, the direwolf did hit, so it gets to roll damage. And I believe there's an additional effect for a direwolf when it hits.
That has to make a strength save, I believe. And also, so first off, let's do some damage because yes, the wolf does hit Galik.
Hold on, fishing for crits. It does have advantage because I'm in melee with Galik. So pack tactics.
Pack tactics. Let's do it.
Roll one more time to see if there's a crit.
Let's do it. Wow. Wow. Absolutely called it. I'm starting to think you're hacking my game, and I don't appreciate it. All right, let's...
All right, that turns it into 46 plus 3.
Indeed.
Oh my God.
Yeah. A very solid, this hound did not like being stabbed, it turns out.
It's very much an, oh God!
So it leaps up, grabs him, right around the clavicle, and we're going to see if it bears him down. It does. So it reaches up.
Holy crap, he's prone.
Grabs him by the collar and again, or by the collarbone, and again, because he is so staggered and doesn't understand what's going on.
This is a direwolf. It's not going for his collar. It's going for his throat.
Yes, but that's where it's a medium-sized creature leaping almost 7.5 feet into the air. But yes, yeah, grabs him, pulls him to the ground, and wowee, amazing. The
Bonkers.
panther.
Damn. Dang.
The panther is going to take an attack at Thorn. It's going to be at a -2 because of the dust in the air. It's going to swipe with its claw, and it will hit him. Thorn's going to say something to the tune of "Another animal? God, this is bullshit," and we'll take some damage.
Oh, I love it. It's so good.
Brawling Brothers, more like the Brawling Zookeepers.
And
For
Echo.
sure.
Barnum and Bailey. Oh no, it's what's them faces? The two
Siegfried and Roy?
Siegfried and Roy. You are Siegfried and Roy.
Before being eaten by tiger, yes. Echo.
He only got mauled.
Or dying of
True.
COVID. Yeah, it's just weird how that happened. I'm like,
and hilariously, the
With
tiger's
that-
name that did it. The tiger's
that
name that did it
foreshadowing.
was Montecore.
Okay,
Anyway.
Echo, speaking of brawling, what are you up to? You now have
This
a
dude's-
prone
This
Galik
dude's on the ground.
down
yeah.
at your level now for the first time.
Okay, normal action, 2 attacks, at advantage.
Hold on, let me go ahead and add the prone condition to him so you don't have to hit the thing.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
It is.
Don't murder my boy.
These are
so
going to be,
good.
because it is melee, Echo is going to, now that you see that this dude's wounded, going to start striking non-lethally.
Totally.
Looking to knock him out, not kill him.
Why did the effect not go to him? One more try.
Because that's how it goes. This is how the game goes.
There we go.
Excellent. Go ahead and take that
First
attack. You hit. Yeah, now that he's on the ground, it becomes a lot easier. Taking him off of his feet was probably a good way to go.
And the second of
Second
my normal
attack.
round. Oh,
Wow, you avoided a 1 by rolling a 2.
yeah.
I'm gonna play the thing anyway.
Yeah, play the thing anyway.
You say the first hit is a nice solid right to the gut, and then the second one, he gets his shield in the way and
Yeah.
just
Manages to deflect.
um
So those are your 2 normal. Now you're hasted, yes?
Yeah, I am hasted. So the hasted action, I think, Echo's going to move here.
Okay.
I'm gonna swing over here after hitting and then missing and like shaking his hand out after hitting the shield and turn to Thorn and go, normally people buy me dinner first before jabbing things into me, and like goes for a hit.
Now, as
Still
you
on the table.
as you do that, you see Galik attempt to interfere. He tries to get in between you and Thorn to block the attack that you're making, but he's dazed. He's not quite fully present, so his arm misses you, and you're able to take an attack normally.
Ugh.
But still manages to distract you enough, even though he didn't actually have a reaction to do it. Manages to distract you just enough so that you're able to, again, these two, even while confused, are working together like clockwork. You go to attack one of them and the other one interferes.
I'm going to spend a key point, bonus action, flurry of blows.
Go for it. God, monks.
First strike is going to be back on Galik. Oh, come on.
Come
Wow,
on.
again.
Not good.
He just keeps like rolling all over the place.
Yeah.
Like Echo's kind of getting that sense of like, is your armor much bigger than you are? Because I keep hitting it and not connecting.
I would also say that Thorn is definitely putting limbs in the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's also going to be on Galik again.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, there we
go.
go.
There you go.
And I'm going to spend another key point and make that stunning strike. And also, along with this damage, I'm adding Fury of the Small.
Okay. So go ahead and roll the damage first, and then there's a save on the stun, right?
Yes, Constitution save DC 14. He probably is going to make it.
You never know.
So add another 6 on top of that 7 for Fury of the Small.
He does not. He does not. He manages to stay. He manages to stay stunned. Unfortunately for him.
Yeah. So just this absolute first one misses. Echo like lifts his leg, his foot above his head, and just fucking does a chop kick to this guy's solar plexus, and stuns him with it.
Heel drop.
Yes.
And with that, it is Thorn's turn.
Oof. Is it reasonable for Thorn to surrender at this point?
The crowd definitely seems into this.
Okay.
I will say that Thorn probably realizes that they're heading for a defeat, so the goal becomes to do that defeat as dramatically as possible. Yes, to please the crowd. So he probably knows that defeat is coming, but it's not going to be as easy as just, oh, I give up.
Okay. In that case, for the sake of description, Thorn is going to move around Echo while Echo is just beating the shit out of Galik until he is effectively behind Echo, and is going to do quick strikes at like Echo's like torso and legs. Specifically because the leg shot is what the leg drop is what got the stun in.
Yeah.
Do I get 2 or just 1?
Go ahead and take 2.
First.
No good on the first one.
And then
The second one hits.
the second one hits.
Even with haste,
I
that's
don't,
crazy.
and I don't get sneak attack on this one.
Right.
Yeah, you do.
Galik stunned.
I would like to make a performance check.
Mm-hmm.
To make it so that the swings that Thorn is making are like extra big and kind of more of the like, you're not gonna like take my brother like this type swings, to make it more effective for the crowd, despite the fact that we're like definitely missing on purpose here a little bit, but like not really.
Totally.
If that's okay.
Absolutely. I'm going to say that it works. Go ahead.
I was just going to roll acrobatics and pretend it's like the thing
Roll
that's
it.
basically the same thing.
That'll sort of tell us how much it works.
Oh yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah. Like it definitely there's the crowd kind of ooh as Galik is just getting his ass kicked. And as you, Thorn, begin to take these attacks, the chant again in the crowd begins to rise up. Galik, Galik, Galik.
I think Echo can tell, like, compared to the sneak attack before, that this strike was kind of like cushioned in a way. And even though Echo is once again spitting up blood, is gonna like give a knowing look to Thorn.
I think Echo is probably definitely getting the fact that Thorn is like, we get it, we win, we just need to not die, okay, buddy?
Yeah.
What amusing thing does Stinky do on his turn?
Barf back up the stick.
Right into the guy's face.
You
Jen,
are
we
currently
can't hear
muted,
you.
Jen.
Oh no, Jen, it happened again.
Yeah, we cannot hear you. All good?
I did that myself.
You're back.
I had to type something and I got a clacky, and I'm like, let's not piss people off by clacky. All right.
So what's
yeah.
Stinky
so,
do? Stinky is getting a lot of attention from the front row.
So Stinky's gonna be fun. Okay, hold on. Let me actually. I've been listening and watching, but I'd been back by my area. So let me look at everybody's position. So Stinky is over here. You said, and he's got a stick down his throat.
Yeah, he just ate like a sausage on a stick from one of the patrons.
That's so cool. That's so cool.
And he's getting a lot of attention from folks. So I'm gonna give you a chance to describe what happens. Like, people can throw him food, or he can do a thing, or whatever. Like, how is Stinky enjoying this at this attention?
Crowd. Oh, he wants more food. Oh yeah, I mean, he's a frog. The thing is that basically they're either going to get his tongue hitting, but the tongue is not that long.
No.
The sticky
Unless
tongue,
it's really
or he's
long.
literally going to be like engulfing their hand. Yeah.
So
See, the thing is frogs like this are very they're not graceful, especially with their mouths. So he's going to be flopping all over people. It's going to be great. But he's definitely here for food. He's going to be definitely like hopping along the stands and like a little stick from like a sausage, that's not going to bother him. He's big enough that's not an issue. That's like a frog accidentally eating a tiny pebble. So
he hops up onto the first row again, to the hilarity of all, and like is searching for more food. And
he's searching for more food.
At least one patron is like, no, get away from me. And like someone else goes to hand him like some sort of roll with meat in it. And again, the whole hand gets engulfed and left sort of covered in slime.
We'll say that it got engulfed from the side because they do have teeth. And at that size.
He's making good on the splash zone.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's being gentle for him.
So
he's trying.
Galik.
He's trying so hard.
Galik is currently prone and stunned, but
under effects of a mind lash.
And under the effect of a mind whip. The
like,
crowd,
life sucks
though,
for Galik right now.
He sort of begins to try to stir and get up, and again the crowd just Galik, Galik, Galik. And I don't know how much WWF you've seen, but this is a little bit of a Hulk Hogan moment where he hears it and begins to kind of like shake a little bit and eat, despite the stun, despite the mind whip. He kind of gets himself up onto hands and knees and looks face to face at Echo, begins to like stand up, tries to get to his feet, gets about 3/4 of the way up, and then just like falls directly onto his back with a crash. And the crowd hushes for a moment. And then goes crazy as the bell rings and you are declared victorious.
I will very quickly mentally dismiss the dire wolf
So it doesn't keep chopping
So it
on
doesn't
him.
keep
so it
chomping.
doesn't keep eating him.
Oh no.
Absolutely. The wolf is now dismissed. Awesome.
Echo
Um,
is also like seeing Calder dismiss the wolf is going to go over to the panther and be like, yeah, to also like stand in front of it and Galik.
The panther is explicitly friendly to me and my allies, so the panther will be very affectionate.
and with that, with the crowd going crazy, Galik manages to finally like actually get to his feet, and
Yeah,
he
Thorn will help with
reaches
that.
he reaches an absolutely massive hand out at Echo to shake.
Echo
And-
shakes it with both hands.
and again, like massive applause, and with that, like attention turns to the Xanathar, who begins to make his usual psychedelic like light display every time he talks, and he says something along the lines of, "What a performance! Well done!" And we're gonna move over to Kretha, and we'll get back to you all in a second.
In a bit of a
is going
sticky
about to be in
situation.
trouble.
So
Oh, this
Kretha,
is gonna
who
go
is
so
right
well.
here on this middle thing here, is going to have to. In fact, let me go ahead and remove folks from the tracker. I am deleting the initiatives of anybody who is not Kretha. And actually, Kretha, go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh, bum, bum,
no.
bum, 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 bum,
Oh
bum.
no.
And I am going to
She's
drop
like
a mimic in here.
cursing really quietly, but like, crap! What is it? What is happening? I do not understand.
Sorry. Yeah, I don't think she would know what a
Did that
mimic
roll?
is.
That didn't roll.
It did.
I see.
All
You
right.
got a 14.
Oh, there it is. I don't know why Fantasy Ground is not scrolling like it used to for me, but it's being very annoying.
If anything, it's being more responsive to me, so I don't know.
That's
It's-
weird.
It's just been like that. I don't know.
I absorbed all of your responsiveness to Fantasy Grounds. That's what I'll go with.
Okay, so you are currently grappled by this object. You put your hand on the drawer, you try to pull it, and your hand sticks. So it will require
Yeah.
an acrobatics or athletics check to break free. What do you do?
Okay, I'm going to try and break free.
Excellent.
I
Give me an
want
athletics.
To break free.
I was going to make that reference too, so I'm glad you made it.
You probably would be able to sing it better than me, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Hey!
So you rip your hand away just as the middle drawer kind of
Mhm.
opens, but it doesn't open out like a drawer normally opens out. It opens up into this big sort of toothy maw. You manage to break free on your action. What else do you do?
Okay. Can I run out of the room?
I believe you can. In fact, I think goblins very specifically.
Can get the
Bonus
fuck out
action.
of Dodge.
Bonus action disengage, yeah.
Yeah, you can bonus action to disengage. So yes, you can absolutely just be like, "Oh fuck, I'm out." Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I'm fuck. I'm out. I'm trying to be quiet. I'm like, yeah.
All right,
Disengage.
I'm removing it and I'm pulling you out. And now that we're out of combat, I'm unlocking the movement. And actually, let's do a little bit of a time warp here. As you are exiting the room, you feel Stinky go down. Like you feel him like punctured by a spear.
Oh no.
And he goes into dying. However, a few seconds later, you also get the sense that he's back up and running. And then like 30 seconds later, you get a very satisfied, I'm eating new food kind of feeling from him. It's all very confusing. What do you do?
I'm like against the wall, just like trying to calm down from all of that. Okay, still quiet. I'm going to recast because my concentration was probably broken.
You did not take any damage. You're totally fine to have
Okay.
that recast.
Then I'm still in
or
my
still
thing.
cast.
I'm going to now that I know that he's doing fine, he's eating. I'm going to tentatively go up to this top door.
Excellent. Okay.
All right. Is it locked? Sorry, I don't know why my throat's deciding to say no.
It's not locked, but it is a particularly heavy door.
Okay.
This is a door that kind of takes up the whole corridor instead of you. It's not like a doorway. The whole corridor has one big door that kind of opens inward. Are you opening it?
I want to open it. I mean, I'm a little person. I don't need it to be open.
The first thing that you see as you open the door is a giant eyeball looking what looks like directly at you.
I close the door.
There's so many eyes.
You close the door, and then you think for a second, and you're like, wait, that wasn't a living eyeball. You crack the door open again, and you see the cylinders in the circles in the middle there. You see a crystal, like giant crystal column full of liquid in which is suspended a dead beholder.
What the fuck? What? So it's this one that's right in front of me.
As you enter the room, you see that there are no fewer than 5 large crystal cylinders, inside each of which is suspended a dead beholder.
Wow. Has he been taking out his enemy?
The
Holy shit.
the jars, the cylinders are magically lit from within, so there's this eerie feeling like they are watching you. They're not. They are very dead, but there's this really eerie kind of, when you point a flashlight at yourself kind of effect.
Wow.
Along the north wall, there are recesses in which you see several, and by several I mean like a dozen or more, urns.
Oh, wow. I'm not here for death. I'm going to leave.
As you begin
That's not what I'm here for.
As you begin to, you look at this and you're like, this is the most fucked up shit I've ever seen.
Yes. You
begin to back out, but you notice on the wall above the urns,
yeah,
sort of in a display case on the wall, is an incredibly ornate staff.
Are you fucking kidding me?
It's suspended about 15 feet above the floor.
No, it's too tempting. They're trying to. Oh boy. Oh,
Do
this
it.
is.
Do it.
Oh man, I'm gonna go to get a closer look. You
say-
said how high is it?
It's 15 feet off the ground.
Oh, I'm too short for that.
You have acrobatics. You could climb.
Oh, I mean, that's
Give me a
true.
perception check because you. Hold on.
I mean, I don't have acrobatics. I'm used to being on a frog that can climb.
Give me a perception check really quick because there are carvings on the wall that now that you're in the room, you get a chance to see these sort of carvings on the wall.
Okay. Wow. That's not a good perception check.
No, it's not. Okay. Yeah, so there are these carvings on the wall, and getting up to, and in fact, the carvings on the wall are big enough and dramatic enough that you could probably climb them.
Oh.
Bump, bump,
Oh,
bump, 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 bump,
jeez.
bump.
I was gonna say we don't actually know what the particular staff we're looking for looks like, right?
Nope.
No.
No, I'm going to climb them so I can get a closer look at the stuff.
Oh, yes, of course. Just looking. Absolutely no problem.
Just looking, not touching.
Give me an athletics
Just
check.
looking.
Athletics specifically because it's climbing.
Athletics. athletics, which I have a -1 at.
Yep.
Perfect.
Perfect. Yeah, I didn't do so
So
good.
you begin to make your way up, and as you do, you grab for a particular handhold, and one of the eyes in the carving, like, sinks in like you just pushed a button. I need a reflex save from you.
Oh no.
Reflex
Everything
or
is
dex
fine.
save.
Dex, yeah.
Hold on. So one of the dead beholders shoots a green eye ray at you. But because you were like falling off of the wall already, it hits the space above you where you just were, missing you by inches.
Cool. That is, I'm done. I'm scrambling the fuck out of this room.
Awesome. Let's go back over to our hero, or the rest of our heroes here. So what we're gonna do now is, before we take a quick break in, out of character, let's talk a little bit about the break in character. So after the fight, you are approached by the person who's sort of in charge of wrangling all of the talent, as it were. And first off, he says, "That was an incredible fight. I have not seen Galik work that hard in quite a long time." And there's a lot of general, like, yeah.
Are we in the room below the arena, or are we still in the arena?
You'll be in the room below the arena at this point. You'll be back sort of in the stable area, and you come into applause, and the manager, I suppose, says something along the lines of, "Well, you have won 2 in a row, which means that in tomorrow's event, you're going to have a chance to make that 3. Now, be careful. We never know what Xanathar is going to do for these third matches. There's a reason why Galik and Thorn tend to lose on their second when they need to, because it's usually pretty deadly. And best of luck to you."
Is
You are amazing, though. I did not see the panther coming.
If you do, I will scratch the top of my panther's head.
Is there any sort of what's the most common thing he's thrown at someone in the past? Can you give us that? Like, is it
Prisoners,
usually a
usually.
monster? Prisoners.
It's entirely
Okay.
possible he'll throw a prisoner that he intends to execute at you, which means you'll be fighting someone with nothing to lose. We have no idea who or what, though. Xanathar keeps these things very, very well hidden.
But will it be made clear at the start of the match whether or not he wants us to, who we're against?
Nothing's ever really clear with Xanathar.
Gotcha. Okay.
I don't know necessarily that Xanathar knows the difference between unconscious and dead. Maybe he does, but I don't know. So long as the crowd's happy, Xanathar is usually happy. Usually.
Sounds great. Looking over at Calder like,
you will get a long rest. You will be expected to stay the night in the stables. It is not like, when I say stable, I mean like wrestling stable, not like horse stable. It's not the White Wing.
Wrestling stables are also like a concept, not an actual location.
Place. That's true. It's more of a You're in the backstage sort of area, and
they have a hotel.
Yeah,
you live in the hotel.
We have talent housing.
Yeah,
yeah.
And you'll get a chance for a long rest. You are billed to be the main event in the next evening's event, and we are going to go ahead and stop there and take a break. We will start after the break, more or less directly with the fight. Jen, is there anything else Kreetha is going to want to do, or will we be focusing fully on this fight?
Kreetha is going back and picking up the tray, and pretending that she was there all along.
Kreetha had a bit of a bad day. Like she
Yeah,
did.
that was scary. She does still have the stuff shoved down.
I told you,
her.
Xanathar's lair is bonkers.
It
yes,
is bonkers.
She was followed around by eyeballs. She was attacked by a mimic. She saw giant dead beholders, one of which kind of attacked her. Yeah, no, she is very, very well freaked out. We're gonna have to have you do a deception check when you get back to see if you can stuff all that down. In fact, go ahead and give that to me now before we take our break.
No problem. Please let me roll.
I thought you were just gonna say no, and I'm like, yeah, that's fair.
No,
No.
thanks. That sounds like a great idea. I'm not going to do it though.
Okay,
No.
so you will be visibly shaken, but nobody's going to be. I mean, goblins know that their life is kind of always on the line in places like this, so it's
Yes.
it's not totally surprising. All right, we will be back. It is 11:06. Let's go ahead and say 11:15, just under 10 minutes. See you all in a little bit. Yes, even though this is pre-recorded, we are doing the break anyway because, those of us who are sitting in chat also want to be able to get up and go take a break. So, be back in just a little bit. See you then.
Bye.
Mute us.
Bye bye.